done with my whole squad and don't need the R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey. So what you wanna do? So what you wanna do? I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me, one thing, good vibes only. I just tapped, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey, so what you wanna do? Think about to do it. Think about to do it. Do something crazy.
Down. Do something crazy.
Do something crazy. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey, so what you wanna do? Think about to do it. Think about to do it. Do something crazy.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Giants coming in at 7-4, going up against the 49ers, who come in at 8-3. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. first carry here for Robinson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Again, it's Robinson. Room here to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 11, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and now it's 4th down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
On 4th down, here's Andy Lee on to kick. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken side here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
The catch is made by Kendall Wright. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And right with it here over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. On 1st down, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains. And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. And we look now at the defense for the Giants. Dante Fowler missed his rookie season due to injury. So good to have him back on the field. A terrific combination of speed and strength. first carry for their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
So the myth has been...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is taken at his 4. And New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go now. 56.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56. Let's go.
They'll run it down with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Now let's go.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Wright's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the give, this is their fullback. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 deep. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something that there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Amendola catching it left side. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He completes it to Bryant. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Third and long. It's Garoppolo. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last run in before the clock warning.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And right with it here over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
To throw on second down is Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the gun, here's Tannehill. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill steps away to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. No, Ryan Tannehill slow to get up here. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down. So Tannehill out. And they'll hand things over to their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Garoppolo now finding time. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And this is caught at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught at the 1. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll go with a keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jimmy Garoppolo, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And some room to roam now. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run with their fullback. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Kaepernick now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. And quickly, they get to the line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Sims. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. And caught right side, Green. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.